Today we are doing a fun, well, it could be an indoor activity. Did you say hi? It could be an indoor activity, but we're going to do it outdoor. Ani, what are we doing? She doesn't know. Honey, what are we doing?
Finger painting.
Finger painting. I made some finger paints. I'll insert some clips of how I did that here. The instructions I found called for 2 cups very cold water, 1 cup flour, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and 1 pinch of salt, as well as whatever dye or food coloring you want to use. And this billed itself as a taste-safe finger paint, not necessarily edible. Obviously everything in this is edible, but it may or may not taste good when you try it. So the instructions that came with it were to mix all the ingredients together, combine well over low heat, and then cook for about 10 minutes on low, stirring occasionally. I hit the 10-minute mark and found that my ingredients were essentially just a weird flour soup. It had not thickened at all. So I turned the heat up a little bit, pulled out the whisk, and really started stirring it around. I did notice it got thicker. However, I think I waited just a little too long because in the end it came out more like a slime and less like a paint. That said, it worked great for Ani. She could kind of pick it up and play with it and it didn't drip everywhere. She had a little bit more control over where she put it on the paper, which you'll see in a minute. But I think if I was doing this again, I would cook it for just a little shorter than I did because it did continue to thicken even after I turned the heat off. Also, this recipe made more than enough for us to use today and probably for several other days of activity. So again, if I did it again, I would use more than just the muffin tin. I would probably use jars of baby food or something and just get small amounts out for the muffin tin. When it came to colors, you'll see in a second, I just used the food coloring that we had in the house and it ended up working really well. I did have to do quite a bit of mixing, which you'll see here. I think overall it took me like 3 minutes. It probably would have worked better if I'd used something other than a chopstick. However, hindsight is 20/20. But I was really happy with how it came out. Granted, Ani's young enough, she doesn't really care. I could have just given her 1, maybe 2 colors. But using most of the main colors, it did give us a chance to talk over some vocab, work on colors in English and in Spanish, and so on and so forth. So, if you decide to try this, I just found this on Pinterest randomly, and it was just called Taste Safe Finger Paint. And now we're going to let this one paint. You've never painted before. What do you think? You just want to dive in. Okay, let's go. All right, let's see what she makes of this. Oh, yellow. What do you think? Does it feel funny? It is pretty thick. She's like, I just want to mix the paints in the paint. Ooh, pretty. What a big girl. Good job. She likes this more than I thought she would. I mean, I guess she likes getting messy, but... She's mixing her colors professionally, honey.
Oh, okay.
Big girl.
She really likes the red.
Does it feel funny? This is why I was pretty sure we couldn't get handprints. I already see how she like just squishes it. I definitely made it a little too thick, but I think for a first try it wasn't too bad.
Toca el papel, el papel.
She's like, you're not the boss of me, woman.
That's exactly what she's saying.
What are you doing, big girl? Good job. That's Mommy's favorite color, green. Yeah, it is. That's Mommy's favorite color, green. What's Mama's favorite color? Purple.
Ponlo aquí. Mira, bebé. Ponlo aquí. Aquí. Ajá. Eso.
Good job. I do have more paper over here if we need to switch. I wonder if she would dunk something in it.
She's like obsessed with the texture.
Yeah.
Mira el azul.
Is there a bug? What are you doing?
Spider.
Oh. What do you think, honey? I don't. This is our taste test. It is edible, but I don't know. Have you tried it?
No, let me try it. I'll try the blue.
Edible, but not necessarily intended to be eaten.
It's sweet.
Yeah, there's 4 tablespoons of sugar in it, which I'm assuming is just for flavor. Oh, beautiful! Thank you. Do you want a new piece of paper? Look at
New
all
canvas, please.
Does it taste like flour? That's
It
what I
does.
would. Just sweet flour.
Sweet flour.
That would be what I would think it would taste like.
No,
It's not gonna hurt her to eat it. It's just probably not gonna taste great. What do you think of it, sweet girl? How's it taste? You look like you've been eating that stuff on Hook. Have you seen that movie? Where the Lost Boys are eating just like the colored goo, the colored goo that they like imagine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's an abstract foot.
She's like...
Painting. Are you painting yourself? We should get the pool full of water and just let you swim all this off. I mean, her water table's ready, but...
Yeah, this is gonna need more than that.
She won't mind using if we use the hose on her. Annie! 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 Oh, hi! How are you? What are you doing? Did you? Oh, yes, you're taking the paint. Uh-huh. Oh, and then you're giving Mama pretty makeup. Yeah. Here, I think you need some yellow. Oh, you want the paper? That's fine, too.
Yeah, ponla.
What do you think, honey? Is this a fun activity?
It is.
I think she's liking it.
It is pretty cool.
Good thing food dye washes out of clothing. How'd she get all over her back? Oh, from when you picked her up.
Yes. Bebe, vente.
Oh, she's gonna paint our
White.
our porch furniture. It needs a new paint coat, so.
It does need a new pink coat. Ven, bebé. No, eso déjalo ahí. Vente para
Look here.
Mira. Mira, con este. Ahora pon la manita aquí. Abre la mano. Abre la mano.
Well, after about 10 minutes, I think you're good. And how are you? Good. I don't know who's messier. It's hard to see how messy Annie is. She's moved on to her sand. Let's see the back of you. That's where the mess really is. Oh, so cute. Did you have fun painting? Yeah, you and Mama? Did you have fun painting?
Oh, yes.
Good. All right. Can you say bye-bye? Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.